Right off the bat, you can delete the light and the cube. First thing you're going to want to do is make sure you have the plugin installed. And that's one of the ones that ships with Blender by default, but you might not have it turned on. So come up here to Edit, Preferences. You're going to look for add-ons and type in Landscape. Now for you, it might look like this, and you're just going to want to click it to turn it on. Add Mesh ANT Landscape. So now once you've got the plugin installed, you hit N, and then you're going to go over to Create. You go to Landscape, and you hit the button called Landscape. Now if you come down to the bottom left, you click, say you have all these options here, and they'll edit and update live. Now remember, if you don't have access to those things, once you clicked off of it, you can hit N, go down to Create, go to Landscape, and you'll have all those options, and you'll have to hit Regenerate, but very useful. So now that you get your mesh set up, we're going to go over to Add Camera. If you don't have the one from earlier, you'll see that it's down here. So we're going to hit Alt-G and Alt-R to reset its location and rotation. If it's selected, we hit the G key, the Z key, and we move it up. Now we want to be able to see what our camera's seeing. So we're going to go to View, Viewpoint, Camera. Under the settings right here, we're going to go to Object Data Properties. We're going to change the type to Orthographic. You're going to find the Scene tab up here. It looks like it's being printed out. And that's the output properties. And what you're going to do is you're going to want to change this to be 2048 if you're doing a 2K texture by 2048. Simple. Now we're going to come back down here with the camera selected to Object Data Properties, and we're going to change our orthographic scale until it's just inside of the orange box. That looks great. Now we're ready to move on to the next step. Now that we've got our camera set up, what we're going to do is we're going to come up here to the Shading tab. We're going to click. Now that we've got this whole scene going on, what we're going to do is we're going to click on this, and we're going to hit New to add a new material. What we're going to do is we're going to delete this middle one. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to hit Shift and A, and we're going to search. We're going to add in geometry. I'm going to zoom in so we can see a little better. Apologies for my screen size. I'm not used to working on a laptop. But we're going to do Shift A again, and we're going to do separate X, Y, and Z. We're going to place this down. We're going to take the position output, we're going to left click, and drag into here. Next, we're going to Shift A again, and we're going to search for color ramp. We're going to put that in right. So we're going to take your Z output, drag this in. We're going to Shift A one more time, and we're going to search for emission. Perfect. And we're going to connect the color to color and alpha into our strength. Then to finish it all off, we just turn this into this, just like that. So now you might have issues with your mesh looking black. Right now I don't have that issue, but if I move this up and down, you'll notice that it gets lighter and darker. Now what this is doing is it's taking your Z coordinate and it's changing your emission based on that. So just move it up and down, change your parameters around until you've got something that's about what you like. Actually I'm going to move it down a little because I want more drastic results. So I'm going to come here, I'm going to go back to View, and we're going to go to Viewpoint, Camera, Number Pad 0. So we should see this, and now we're going to hit F12. And there we go, we've rendered a height map. There's a lot of settings you can change, but we're going to save this as an image. There. And you've got your height map.